grassland opened before them like an endless ocean of grass with no visible end. The wind moved across the dry ground, carrying the scent of dust and wild plants, creating soft sounds that felt like quiet warnings from nature. On this vast land, every sign had meaning. A broken branch, a fresh footprint in the soil, or a patch of grass that suddenly trembled could signal life or danger. The Hadzabe understood this clearly. To them, the wild buffalo was not only prey, but a powerful opponent that could reverse the situation in a moment. They stopped in silence to check their bows and arrows. Experienced hands tightened the bowstrings and adjusted the tools at their sides. No one spoke much. The only thing visible on their faces was focus, because they knew the hunt truly began at the moment of preparation. Even the smallest mistake could cause the entire plan to collapse. Their next steps were so light they almost made no sound. The Hadzabe moved through the tall grass like shadows blending into nature. Every step was careful, every glance was a quiet observation. They listened to every small movement around them. Suddenly, a faint sound came from the low bushes. Everyone froze instantly. The wild buffalo was closer than they expected. A massive head appeared briefly above the grass, its curved dark horn catching the sunlight. In that moment, the heartbeat of the group seemed to quicken. The vast grassland suddenly became eerily silent, as if nature itself were watching the confrontation. The hunt had now truly begun. But even before the first arrow was drawn, pressure filled the air. The Hadzabe knew patience mattered more than speed. Calmness mattered more than strength. So they moved forward slowly, keeping just enough distance to observe the massive animal ahead. The buffalo stood firmly among the low grass. Its enormous body looked like a living rock on the plain, powerful muscles shifting beneath its thick skin. The Hadzabe exchanged quick glances. Without words, they understood each other. One man moved to the left while another held position behind. Arrows rested on the bowstring, but no one rushed. The grassland now felt like a giant stage where every movement mattered. Tension rose instantly. The buffalo suddenly began to move, walking quickly through the grass and constantly changing direction as if testing their tracking skills. The Hadzabe immediately adjusted. Some lowered their bodies to avoid being seen, while others kept their distance and continued observing. Suddenly, the buffalo charged forward, forcing the group to react instantly. One hunter pulled back his bowstring while another signaled to stop. Within a few seconds, every decision had to be made quickly. An arrow was released, but the massive animal changed direction at the last moment. The arrow struck the dry ground behind it. The animals caught earlier were tied securely and prepared to be taken back. When they returned to camp, the meat would be cut into pieces and roasted over the fire for everyone to eat. After a long day on the grassland, the meal felt especially meaningful. The smell of roasting meat spread through the air as everyone gathered together to share the results of the hunt. For the Hadzabe, meals like this not only restored their energy but also strengthened the bond of the community. Stories about the day's journey soon began to be told around the fire. If you want to continue experiencing dramatic moments like this on the wild grasslands, remember to follow and share your thoughts. In the next encounter, do you think humans or nature will hold the advantage? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Across the vast savanna of Africa, a Hadza hunter quietly prepares for a wild boar hunt. In that place, every choice can affect the meal of the entire community. Yet the hunt does not begin with tracking the prey. It begins with silent preparation, where knowledge passed down through generations is present in every small gesture. Before leaving the living area, they carefully check each bow and every arrow that has accompanied them for years. Each person seems to have engraved every movement into their body. The hunter lifts an arrow, examines its sharp tip, feels its weight, then gently sets it down if it does not feel right. The bowstring is adjusted to the proper tension, enough to maintain accuracy while remaining flexible when needed. When the group begins to leave their dwelling, the air remains still. They walk steadily, keeping a measured distance from one another. No one rushes, and no one falls behind. Along the way, their eyes constantly observe the direction of the wind, the position of the sun, and the subtle changes in the surrounding environment. On the savanna, every detail carries meaning. A shift in the wind, a patch of flattened grass, or freshly turned soil can all become important signals. this stage, they are not yet thinking about approaching the wild boar. What matters more is understanding the rhythm of the day, the terrain, the temperature, the wind's direction. If an opportunity arises, they are ready to seize it, even if it is only a small animal. For the Hadzabe, a trip that does not achieve the desired result is not a failure. It is simply part of the natural cycle, where patience and understanding are valued more than immediate gain. Once they have traveled far enough, the entire group becomes intensely focused. There are no long conversations. Signals are exchanged through glances and subtle gestures. Each step is placed carefully to blend into the stillness of the savannah. They understand that a single unusual sound could alert the wild boar and cause it to leave the area. Signs grow clearer. The ground has been uprooted, familiar trails appear, and grass is pressed flat against the hardened surface. The group pauses to observe. They assess the direction of movement, estimate the distance, and distinguish between fresh tracks and old traces. Experience speaks in moments like these, guiding their decisions without the need for lengthy discussion. Gradually, the group spreads out, each person taking a position suited to the terrain. Without instruction, everyone knows their role. Patience becomes the key element. Wild boars are highly sensitive and can change direction unexpectedly. Therefore, they do not rush to close the distance. They wait for the right moment, maintaining their advantage through calmness and continuous observation. Throughout the hunt, every sense is engaged. The wind's direction is checked frequently. Subtle movements in the bushes or faint sounds in the air do not go unnoticed. For the Hadzabe, hunting wild boar is not merely a chase. It is a process of moving in harmony with the environment, where each decision is rooted in respect for nature. When the hunt comes to an end, what remains is not the noise of triumph. The result of the journey quickly becomes the shared property of the entire community. There is no distinction between those who directly participated and those who stayed behind. Everyone understands that a hunt is only truly complete when it is shared. The tasks that follow unfold naturally. No one needs to assign responsibilities. Everyone knows what to do. As people gather, the atmosphere grows warm. Stories of the journey are recalled through glances, smiles, and simple gestures. What matters is not detailed narration, but the feeling of being together after a long day. The shared meal is not only to ease hunger. It is a way of maintaining the bond among members. In those simple moments, the connection between people, nature, and community is strengthened day by day. Amid a modern world in constant change, the the traditional hunting way of life of the Hadza continues quietly. It is a journey of preserving a way of living that has endured for generations, where humans and nature move forward side by side.